What's going on, y'all? So, we're going to do a short section on YouTube also. I know that some of my podcasts have, both of them, the new ones, have been about 55 minutes each. So, I want to start another section where I keep it under 10 minutes to cover things going on in the world. And I figured today, which is now it's August 17th, but all of this took place on August 16th, to talk about what's going on in Afghanistan. I've gotten a few people that had asked me how I felt about it. Obviously, you guys know Joe Biden made the decision today to pull out of Afghanistan, and within, 12 hours, the Taliban has taken complete control of Afghanistan. I've read as many news articles as I can, and I'm seeing the devastation take place of people literally clinging onto military airplanes from the outside and then falling to their death, obviously because they can't handle the altitude as the plane leaves. But that is the sights that's going on. You're also seeing reports of people committing suicide, people fleeing the country with their personal belongings in wheelbarrows. Here's the thing. I have a two-part opinion on this. First and foremost, do I think that we wholeheartedly belong there fighting somebody else's war? No. With that being said, this is not the way. With that being said, this is not the way. Joe Biden came out with his speech yesterday, I believe it was the 16th, and said, we've spent 20 years there. Our main goal was to stop terrorism after 9/11. We went in, we got Osama bin Laden. We spent, whatever it was, $2 trillion on war there. And, we did what we had to do, and we don't need to waste innocent lives or money. So we have no more purpose there, so we're leaving. You can't leave overnight. Once you've, again, no matter the cause, if it is to eradicate terrorism, Osama bin Laden was one piece in a 10,000 piece puzzle. Removing him was great. He was the mastermind of 9/11, or he was the top dog of 9/11. That doesn't stop the movement. You can't just, we tried, guys. And, 60% of the country really doesn't want us there, and they don't want us fighting there, so why try? The other 40%, as far as a humanitarian effort, because we've already established ourselves in the United States as the world helper anyway. And I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm saying this to be serious. When you lay ground, and we're sending pamphlets to other countries to teach them on trans education and LGBT rights, and we're spending taxpayer dollars doing that, then why not spend taxpayer dollars on helping 40 or 50% of the population stay safe from terrorism? Why not? Why now? Why are we pulling out now? That doesn't mean I agree with innocent American lives being lost. That doesn't mean that I disagree that a good majority of Afghanistan doesn't really care if we're there or not, that a good majority of them probably support the Taliban. But there are still innocent people there, women, children, men, that don't want terrorists in charge of their country. That doesn't negate that. 20 years, and I see that on the internet too. Well, you had 20 years and you didn't do shit. Then maybe we need 22. Maybe we need 25. You don't leave something that you didn't finish, because this is what happens 20 years down the tube. Even if we made some progress and didn't complete it, all of it's wiped. They literally within 12 hours went right back to September 10th, 2001. So, that's, again, as much as I disagree, fighting wars that aren't our problem and losing innocent lives that are ours, I disagree with that. I also disagree with immediately evacuating and literally leaving hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of innocent people at the hands of terrorists who obviously have a mission to eradicate Western culture. And that's saying it nicely. I can't remember. I just read an article somewhere else. The Pakistan division Taliban congratulated the Afghanistan division Taliban on their fight and effort in propelling Sharia Islamic law, and they congratulated them on their takeover of Afghanistan so quickly. This is what we want. This as a nation that operates on morality and Western morality and Western Christian Judeo values. This is what we want. Again, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just ripping it off, quick off top. Not to mention, and I won't even go in on Joe Biden. I said as much as his speech was all right. And he came out with a lot of mumbo jumbo. Like I said, 20 years we've been there and this much money and this much lives. I get it. Okay. When you have the top White House correspondent, and this is not satire, top White House correspondent relay a message from the safety of the United States, might I add, relay a message to the Taliban saying, hey guys, we know you took over the country. Make sure you try to include women fairly into your politics, because it's only right. We know you took over the country. We know you're going to have a political stronghold on Afghanistan from now until the next country gets involved to eradicate you. Make sure you humanitarian, you universalists, you loving group, make sure you include women in your political structure. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely again? Half the time that I watch the news or I see some of this stuff, I shit you not, and I'm not being sarcastic. I feel like I'm living in a 24/7 non-stop episode of The Twilight Zone. This is the top White House correspondent telling a known terrorist group that operates under one of the most oppressive religious laws. And when I say oppressive, I mean oppressive to women and to every other group that you can think, every other minority group you can think of, but specifically oppressive to women. This is a top White House correspondent speaking openly to a known terrorist group that attacked us, the United States, 20 years ago, telling them, hey guys, hey, just letting you know, just remember, make sure you include women in your political structure as you're taking over the country that, we were just fighting you for 20 years to not take over. Well, now that you have it back, make sure you include women. Please. It's only fair. It's unreal to me. It's absolutely unreal to me. Not only do we have that, we had another White House correspondent. I can't think of her name. It was a lady who, when all of this was going down, when we were removing troops over the last 24, 48 hours, came out and said that the Taliban needs to sit and think long and hard about where they want their place in international society to be. I'm sorry, what? As if this wasn't clear over the last 20 years where they want to be in society. But now that they have the freedom, now that they have the again, the access to the full country and the control. She wants them to sit long and hard and think about where they want their place to be in society. And nobody else, like I say these things, nobody, I look around, nobody else looks at this and thinks, like, there's people out there that think this is normal. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. So those are my feelings. Do I think that we belong in a country spending endless taxpayer dollars, risking innocent lives, losing innocent lives, fighting a war that's not ours, fighting a cause that's going to continue until the end of time, that'll never be fully eradicated? No, I don't think. No, I don't think we belong there. However, we were there. We were doing it. We were slowly making changes. We were eradicating it. We did have control of it. And to just abruptly up and leave in the manner that we did, I disagree with. That's how I feel about it. That'll be my take on this, guys. We'll end it there. I'm hopefully going live on Twitch to discuss this in further detail. But like I said, I want to do my full podcasts on deeper subjects, but on like world news and politics and excuse me, things going on in the in U.S. politics and international politics and stuff like that. I'll try to do these short, 10, 12, 15-minute videos. I love you guys to death. I appreciate the support. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. That's all I got, folks. I'm sitting back in awe right now of what's taking place, and I just feel bad. And I pray for those in Afghanistan that oppose terrorism and that are now living in absolute fear. Pray for the Afghan fighters that actually were fighting for their country, as most of them are being captured and executed as we speak. I love you guys. Thanks for everything, and have a wonderful night.